Anniversary month this year. We can't believe it's been a year since we started sharing the journey with you all. And as a thanks to everyone who's found us along the way, we have lots of goodies planned for January. First off, we have new merch dropping January 1st. We have 4 brand new designs, including Thiel's Magpie Shop logo and a Bad Bitch Little Bitch design. And for the entire month of January, everyone can get a 10% off our entire shop with the code ROLL4DISCOUNT. And that's ROLL, the number 4, discount. Second off, all of our January Patreon content will be released for free on the main feed, so everyone can get a taste of what it's like to be a patron. And for our patrons, we're running a giveaway. Anyone who joins our Patreon by January 31st, including free tier patrons, will be entered to win. The prize? Buttons made by Artemis. You'll get each of the boys, the Ouroboros symbol, the Roll for Focus symbol, and more. And we're starting 2 new segments in January. Patience tier and up patrons will get access to a new segment we're calling Side Tangents, where once a month you can listen to 2 or 3 of us run a mini campaign, sometimes exploring new systems. And our Play to Your You patrons get access to our off-topic segment, where the whole gang runs side campaigns. We can't thank you guys enough for listening to and supporting us. Thanks!
Roll for Focus. Hi. With me, I have
Mars, pronouns he, they. I play Rokain, the little bitch fighter, pronouns he, him.
I'm Cody, pronouns she, they. I play Ygin, our lovely single dad Leonin, he, him.
I'm Artemis, pronouns they, them, playing Xelas, the tiefling sorcerer, pronouns he, him.
And I'm Emily, pronouns they, them. I play everyone else in the world. They have various pronouns. I've done this bit before. I'm not going to do it again.
How about we cover Grolen's pronouns?
Grolen is he, him.
And Bob?
Usually he, him? Little fluid.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair for what Bob is.
And this is, most likely, our 1-year anniversary episode.
Yeah.
So happy New Year and happy anniversary to Roll for Focus.
We're a year old.
Bang, bang. I almost said shooty gun.
Why?
I wasn't sure where any of that was going.
And our resolution is to not fuck up.
That may change by the time this actually gets released, because it's July on recording right now. But this should be, barring any release issues, our 1-year anniversary episode.
Yay!
We've now
Hooray.
jinxed ourselves, and
Yes.
there will be release issues.
I'll throw some opener. I'll cut all of this out by the time we get there, and I'll throw a little opener thing in whatever does become our 1-year anniversary episode and be like, happy anniversary, guys! Woo! And then you'll listen to the episode where we won't reference it at all.
Last time, after defeating the Gaunt Ones, Xelas took a swim and found some stuff. Found a ring, found a pack. Was nice. And then you guys went to a wide open cavern where Grolen's like, hey, this is great, it's defensible. And then there was a familiar sight
of a building.
An inn.
And you went on in, and it was explained by good old Dabo that the inn only appears to those who will become or are great adventurers, great heroes. And everyone was very confused. And Grolen was a +1 and slightly offended, but kind of just taking it in.
Xelas is offended on his behalf.
And then you guys went to meet Bob, who was me
In a fancy
hat.
Yep.
Which has
And
been picked up off the
sunglasses.
ground so Binks doesn't eat it.
Yeah, he was trying to fight it.
Yeah, I know. Because it's feathery. They like feathers.
You guys found out that Bob ran a store, Bob's Wondrous Emporium. And in that are all items that somehow appear in Bob's shop that are all connected somehow to a great story in history. Or maybe in the future of history. Who knows? As Bob says, it is wibbly and it is wobbly. But you found an armor that belongs to Lucky, and Bob's bad at telling stories. So Bob agreed to write down a story for you all.
I like how you use that in the present tense. Belongs to Lucky.
Again, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey bullshit.
Poor Lucky.
It both does not belong
somewhere.
and it does belong. It will always belong but never belong. Everything is true and nothing is real.
It is Lucky's, but it is also not Lucky's. Because we live in Schrodinger's shop.
And the group was deciding what they wanted to get, and that is where we will pick off. But before then, we have a surprise.
I've been practicing painting minis.
Oh, you dragged your phone with you.
I know.
Okay.
But in preparation of trying to paint the Ygin mini that Artemis's sister printed for me, I wanted to practice. So one, I painted a bear mini for Ygin's bear form.
Amazing.
I painted a dono.
Oh!
And for Mars,
I painted a unicorn.
Oh, fancy.
I'm gonna pick up
That's
Dono.
fine. You
Oh
can
my
look at
god, he's
Damn.
so cute! You did a really nice job painting him.
Thank you. And I will post
It's
pictures.
clean, yeah. It looks really good.
You managed to get gold on the spines and
not the rest of him.
yeah, very impressive. He's adorable.
Yes, so now I have a little dono, and I have a bear form for when I go pop a bear, and
Yep, lovely black bear.
But he's attached to the stands?
It's glued to it, yes.
Oh, you glued it.
Yes,
Okay. It's like, how the fuck did you get paint on the bottom then?
Because the stand wasn't
wasn't-
attached, so
okay.
you don't get paint on the stand while you're
Gotcha.
painting the mini.
Did you paint the bear's eyes or just paint that all just black? I can't quite tell, but it might just be because of how dark the colors are.
No, I think I just swiped paint over it, so
Okay.
it got into the eye divots.
Okay.
The bear is one of the ones that got printed in the forge.
The forge being the place where my sister works.
Yes, and then the pseudo dragon and the unicorn are official D&D minis that I bought at the shop as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we saw a pseudo dragon. I stopped and I went, Cody.
And I need it. I need a dono.
You did a great job painting these, honestly. You really did.
The unicorn's the one that I had to put 27,000 coats on to cover up the gray because it's such a pale color. It took so long to cover up the primer.
I bet, yeah.
See, this is why Rokain wears a yellow scarf to match his golden unicorn.
Binks concurs.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, I wanted to show these on recording so everyone could see them.
Thank you, Cody.
Yes. Those are
Absolutely.
cool.
It's all selfish, but you're welcome.
May you hand me Bob's hat, I must become Bob.
So dramatic.
But yeah, Bob, I think, sits down while you browse and starts writing.
Oh, good. Xelas wants to stick his head out the door and call to Grolen. Hey, Grolen, do you use a short bow? I need to see what our ranger is proficient in.
I can.
Do you?
I usually use my crossbow, but I can use a short bow.
I feel like God had to look up what I could do.
I was just so caught off guard, so confused at what the fuck's happening. I forgot what I was proficient in for a second.
You know what? That's fair. He walked into a cavern and saw this giant inn, okay?
And then he was told we were all special, and he wasn't as special, but he has the potential to maybe be special.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. What can you tell me about the short bow, Bob? Xelas will duck back into story and ask that.
Feel like I already told you about the short bow last episode.
Like, price. You didn't tell me that.
We don't have set prices, Xelas.
I know, but, like, would you prefer to get a memory for this item? How do you want to trade for bow? Oh, Okay, well, I found this really cool ring in the water in the caves here. I don't know if that'll count for anything, but he will pull that out and offer that to not Lucky Bob.
Not Lucky.
looks it over, closes his eyes. Has a decent story connected to it, but not quite.
Okay, so
I'll accept this, but it would have to have something else too.
yeah. Okay, all right. Would you prefer a story? I don't think I really have any good stories right now. Do I get to choose what memory you? Do you take it completely?
Depends on the part. For this, I probably wouldn't take it completely. I'd let you keep it.
Okay.
But it would have to be a valuable one. It'd have to be an impactful one.
Impactful to the world or to us as people?
Either.
I'm guessing it doesn't mean it has to be happy either.
No.
Okay.
Just impactful.
Just impactful. Like a memory of you having dinner with your family wouldn't quite do it. But a memory of you taking the first bite of your favorite food, that's impactful to you. Mm-hmm. I maybe would want something for the boat a little more impactful from that, but that's how subjective it can be.
Okay. All right.
Before you even decide to trade what happens to these memories?
They're mine.
We just forget them?
No.
He just answered that. I'm not going to forget
Some of them,
this
yes.
This one.
If you're willing to trade a singular memory entirely versus sharing multiple memories or some
I was
other
looking at my
combination of
inventory,
things.
my bad.
But yeah, sometimes you'll be giving a memory entirely.
Can we establish we don't want to give it up entirely and you acknowledge that and just we barter effectively?
Yes.
All right.
If you effectively, you have no memory that you want to give up completely and that's never on the table.
How do you take it? Do we have to like speak the memory? How does that part work?
You have to be thinking of it, put your hand in mine, and open your mind to me.
Okay. All right. Not as horrible as Xelas was thinking.
Over here,
No,
Rokain's
see,
like,
what
this
happens
feels
is
wrong.
I open your fucking head.
Just take the chunk that has it.
I don't know. Maybe Xelas like, do you have to bite me and suck the memory out? I don't
What
know.
the fuck?
He didn't say that.
I know, but like,
But still, what the fuck?
We don't know what Bob is. Okay, like come
over
on,
here,
he can do
Rokain doesn't
weird-ass
trust this
shit.
at all. He's like,
But yeah, as you guys stop asking questions, Bob goes back, puts hand on Irma, and starts writing again.
No, that's fair.
Xelas is thinking about which memory.
Ygin has a couple in mind. He's willing to share, not give up entirely, but share.
What are you trying to get?
We haven't decided yet. It's more like, do I even have anything willing to trade before I consider if I want anything, sort of thing. Though we did kind of establish we should get the Amulet of Health regardless, I think. And then yeah, we know Lucky's armor is probably going to be a pretty penny.
Yes. So that's kind of why we like, let's get some story first about Lucky, and then maybe eventually we can barter into,
Getting the armor itself,
yeah.
And then I had to remember where all the descriptions of the items were so I could go reread over them because it's been a month.
Yeah, I'm having, where is that?
It's in the
Secret store,
links
there we go.
channel.
Yeah, I haven't renamed it yet.
I just kept scrolling over it for some reason. But yeah, I know there's a short bow in there. That's what Xelas was wanting. The fail not bow.
Yeah, belonged to a great archer. Never missed. Was on a team of other heroes, and that's totally not Hawkeye.
It's Falcon Eye.
Yes.
That does not have the same ring to it. Eagle Eye.
There you go. Some kind of raptor.
switch up the last part too. It's like, it can't be I, it has to be something else. I don't know.
Eagle sight.
Sure, yeah.
Eagle vision. Xelas is just trying to think of what memory, and of course he's thinking of sad ones as impactful, so...
I mean, it should surprise no one. Egan's first thought is, the day of the birth of my child.
Yeah, and I can see why he wouldn't want to forget that.
It's like, I'm happy to share that. I don't want to give that shit up.
Yeah. Which is fair.
And yes, also above board, ability scores, feats, things like that. You can also
Trade those in, but yeah, that's not something
Yeah.
Xelas is interested in doing.
I'm fine giving 3 con for the Amulet of Health.
That's if you get the Amulet of Health.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to give up like his Moonlight studs or anything, which
No, yeah.
those are in there. Okay.
Egan's definitely not giving up his ring of seeing or whatever the fuck it is so he can scry on his child every night. Nope, not giving that up.
Give him the fire sticker.
I like my fire sticker though.
It's fine. Just to give him the deck of some stuff.
No.
Jesus.
Oh God.
Why don't we pull that out in front of him and just like use it a couple times, figure out what we get, and then be like, all right, here, we're here to trade.
No, I think that feels like a bad idea.
That feels like a really bad idea. Egan's hesitant to bring that out around Grolen, much less Bob.
All right, let's go back to our room, open it up, get a few things, and let's go back and trade.
I do have the weird potion. You have a weird potion that neither of us know what the fuck they do.
I have a
Hello?
hat that I'd be willing to trade.
Xelas doesn't mind being a memory to Bob. He's just trying to figure out which one he wants to do.
The Hat of Many Disguises honestly doesn't feel
Like a Rokain thing.
very important, yeah.
I don't know. It might come in handy.
It might, yes, but Rokain's just like a meh.
The Lifewell tattoo gun would also be super helpful. You should get necrotic resistance and life ward once a day. When reduced to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 instead.
Yeah.
Who were you wanting to give the Amulet of Health to?
I don't think we landed on that. It's just something good to have. Anyone getting a boost to their con and therefore their HP is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Rokain wouldn't mind having it, thus getting rid of some of his con to get it. Because it would just make him more tankier.
Yeah. What's your con? Or what's
13.
Rokain's? Why are you... Okay.
He wanted to be intelligent.
Yeah, my con's only a 14.
Mine's an 18, so I really don't need the amulet.
No, because it only gets to 19 and mechanically
Yeah.
you're already there.
Yeah, it would not do anything different.
So, Rokain
then
would like it. It's just...
Scooch is just fun.
Which is fun.
I don't want another.
He's not really... You could potentially encourage him onto your shield and just double up the shield's abilities.
But Scooch really loves his shield.
Yeah, that just
Scooch
feels...
loves Scooch's shield.
And I don't want to sit there and have multiple shields to choose
Alternate
from.
between them, yeah.
Yeah, even if technically in a way Scooch is probably the superior shield, you just got your cool shield.
I like my
Just-
fear effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good way to avoid fighting.
And I just like the evergreen cloak in general because it's funny that you can turn into a tree, but if you're a tree for 3 hours, you effectively have a long rest.
Okay, question. As a fisher, I get a background story as the thing fishers get. Mm-hmm. Could that potentially be for Bob?
A little bit depends on, like, the story, but that's a pretty... I'm assuming it'd be a pretty good one, so yeah.
I don't think I pulled out the fisher stuff. I did not. But let me hold on. Okay, I did pick the story Dive into the Abyss, which is him when he's diving. He kind of found this, like, not necessarily portal, but definitely some kind of thin line between
Dive
planes.
into the abyss. You found yourself in an underwater cave leading to the abyss, capital A, and your luck has been sour ever since.
I don't go with that part, but yeah. I mean, his luck has been kind of shitty.
I was gonna say,
so.
your luck has been pretty shitty.
It's just Artemis is shitty luck more than anything.
Yeah, that would definitely... You finding some veil into the abyss, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But, okay, I think I've got something, Bob. Hopefully it's a story of when I was diving once, and I don't really know what it was, but it's definitely interesting.
Let me see it, and
Okay.
then I'll make my judgment.
Okay, and again, you're not stealing it.
No,
Okay.
I won't even technically take it until I've determined that it's But I need to see it because
Yeah.
you're not describing it very well.
I mean, if
wow,
you want me
pot kettle Bob.
I mean, that's something I do is I, like, tell the story and I get free food or something with it.
Oh. Yeah.
No, mechanically. That's not something that's part of the Fisher
I tell the story and I get free food, Bob.
So where's my free food?
No, mechanically, that's part of the Fisher background.
You can tell a compelling tale, whether tall or true, to impress and entertain others. Once a day, you can tell your story to willing listeners. At the DM discretion, a number of those listeners become friendly toward you. That is not a magical effect, and continued amicability on their part depends on your actions. You can roll on the following table to determine
The story and
Yeah.
stuff. And that's where the dive into. But yeah, so, which I mean, like, if I told it in an inn, I could get some, food and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't have the story written out, but we can say Xelas does tell it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I'd like that memory.
All right. Yeah, well, off her hand.
Take it. Eyes kind of go white. And for a moment, your memory's fuzzy, but it is not gone. And then it is fully...
Clear again.
Yes.
Does that cause any physical, like, headaches or anything like that?
More just like, when you kind of get, brain fog.
Yeah.
You kind of have that for a minute.
Oh, okay. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Xelas just kind of blinks and is like, was that memory? Yeah, that.
Yes.
Okay.
how eloquent. Was that? Very eloquent.
Brain fog, thank you.
I have a few questions then.
1 second. I have to finish my previous
So that's
transaction.
and he was in the middle of transcribing Lucky's story before Xelas interrupted him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's kind of takes down the bow, gives it to you. The ring is now,
His, yes.
and you now have the fail not bow.
I have it for the moment. He's given that to Grolen. Because he can't use a short bow. What?
Rokain's just like, this is so useless.
Could also, like, Ygin can use short bows, can he?
He's giving it to
Xelas
Grolen.
doesn't give a shit about me.
He's getting
Xelas
a
and
gift for
Artemis
his
don't give a shit
boyfriend.
about me. Like,
Yeah.
He's upset that Grolen is being called not a
I'm
hero.
not judging you.
I am.
Emery's judging you a little bit, and Rokain's judging Xelas a little bit.
I don't know. That sounded judgy when you said, I don't care about you.
But finishes with Xelas and turns to you, Rokain.
So, with memories, could it just be the knowledge read from books? Because that's technically a memory.
Have to be impressive knowledge.
Rokain has a lot of knowledge from the books he's read.
You're talking to someone who has seen who knows how much through the object.
Which is true, yeah. But it's like, it's just, there's a wide variety of knowledge. A lot of it focused on dragons, yes. But still, he's not willing
I'm not
to...
saying you couldn't. I'm just saying it probably wouldn't be worth
I
as
was
much
say,
as
like, a
Rokain
gift
would
of
want it to.
knowledge, is not going to be... That was the more... Like, is knowledge going to be something that he can trade?
If it was
It's like, yes, it's
extraordinary
a
yet, if
memory.
it's something you can just read in any old book that may not even be accurate, no.
We just share all of our limited knowledge on Icor.
That would be worth something, honestly.
Yeah, but that seems more important to kind of keep under...
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I was being funny haha about that, but it is something that not many people know about.
I
How
don't know.
about-
Maybe this inn is old enough to have been around when the last Icor stuff happened.
Well, Lucky's fucking armor's here, so who knows?
Yeah.
And then he kind of digs through his bag as well, and will pull out his scroll of pedigree that shows that he is an Ornelas. And be like, well, because like that's not important. He's got his signet ring as well. He's not getting rid of that. But that and he technically has a type of gaming set, which would be his chess set, which I would believe is his first ever chess set that he ever got. And I feel like it's a travel size, like fold up one. And we'll pull that out because he can always get another one. It's not that big of a deal. He'll be like, are these worth anything?
Touches both of them. Well, that, points to the pedigree, is a useless piece of paper.
Xelas laughs at that.
This does have some memory connected to it, some fond memories. I would take the chess set. It wouldn't be worth... It could get you the ring, but it could also be a partial payment on...
Something else.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you looking at, Rokain?
A couple things. One of them being very obvious of the armor.
Of Lucky's
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like you might need to offer a lot more for Lucky's armor.
Well, yeah, not very, very much true.
kind of going through his own stuff, Ygin does pull out his luck stone. He goes, I don't know who all had this before I did, but if you want to look at it.
Kind of takes it, looks at its story.
Mm-hmm. Heck, just some of the adventures I've had it through.
This, combined with that chess set, with maybe one more minor memory, could get you either the spider egg or that amulet.
The Amulet of Health?
Yes.
Amulet of Health would be nice.
It would. So, I'm willing to put that in on that if you want to go in together on the amulet.
Who would
You'll
get the
nod
amulet?
along.
We can decide on that later. And it can be something once we have it. If we need to trade it off, we can.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm assuming it doesn't get stuck to one person.
No, it's just a basic attunement item. It's not a
Yeah.
cursed item that
we know of. Yeah.
Your shadow's already gone. You don't need to be cursed again, Ygin.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be weird. Could you give your shadow to him?
I don't think I have ownership of my shadow right now, technically.
Here, take this fucking thing.
But just imagine that, though. Ooh.
Somebody else wants to try that. But yeah, technically, Ygin does not have full possession of Shadow right now.
I don't have control over where that goes.
You do have your shadow currently, I
Currently,
believe.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but be like, okay, you can actually take the shadow. It keeps walking off on me. Here you go.
It's like a coin toss or a roll of a die if I have it every day or not.
Maybe it wouldn't be if you gave it to Bob.
I don't want to
It
also.
comes back.
I/Ygin also don't want to offer something we can't guarantee he'll keep either.
Yeah. No. That's just an
No, yeah.
interesting what if sort of thing. With potentially horrible consequences.
But I don't know if it would count as a minor memory. It's not one I want to give up, but I can offer a memory of the day I forged my first dagger.
Yes, that will be good for the amulet. Yes, I like that. I'm assuming that's significant to you.
Yes,
He's a metal
smithing
smith.
is my trade, and my father trained me how to do it.
Very nice. Yes.
So he'll offer his hand, yeah.
Again, you feel for a little it's like you are forgetting that memory, but then it is fully intact, and you just have a bit of a brain fog.
Kind of shakes his head, but he's glad it's still intact, yeah.
And since you're the one who gave more for it, hands you the amulet of health.
No, he'll just tuck it in his bag for now.
Now you can take off forgetting the luck stone.
Yeah, now I'll never have to worry about forgetting the luck stone. No, I don't have it anymore. Now I'll forget I don't have it. Be like, no, wait, take one off of that.
So you said you always have 10 items, but obviously we traded some items. I'm guessing those don't replace as part of the 10.
Technically, they're still in my shop at this moment. Once you leave, more items will appear.
Can we walk out and walk back in to see what appears?
Please don't.
We can come back in the morning.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
Please don't.
Please don't, says God, who will have to quickly find new items to replace on their table.
Walk back in, he's like vomiting the new item.
He's like, I told you not to come back!
Why? Because that would be freaky to see. then would you really want any item
just-
that he just threw up?
He says they just appear. He didn't specify how they just appeared. I am also interested in the tattoo, potentially, and have a couple of memories I can share.
What did Rokain give up?
His
chest
chest
set. And he's willing to help you on that. Since
The
you helped
tattoo
him
would
with the other
be
one.
would be pricey.
The two immediate memories, again, I don't want them taken away, but that I can think of to share are when I found out I was going to be having my daughter and the day she was born.
Those are pretty hefty. Not
I can also throw in the day I met my best friend.
You can see it's not. It's like the life well tattoo is a big thing. That's a
No, I absolutely understand.
So it's like Can I have some time to think about that deal?
That's fine. And if you need something more significant, we can absolutely discuss it.
I can throw in a memory too if you need something else as well. You know,
I'm
give you
willing
a
to
nice
help.
variety of memories then.
I'm just trying to think of a significant fucking memory for Rokain, and I'm not getting nothing.
When he got his short sword from Cursai.
That's a good one. Yeah,
When-
I completely forgot about that.
When
He met
Cursar died?
No! That's a bad one!
That doesn't have to be a good one. It just has to be an impactful one. That was fucking impactful.
That's why I asked it if it has to be happy, because Xelas was thinking like when Born left or when Ruvain
Ooh, that would
died.
actually be a good one. I was just turning about, like, how about the day that my life got completely turned around and we got thrown on this major quest to save the
Insert
world?
prologues
Yeah.
here. We might need to hold on to that for Lucky's armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me think about the life well. The life well is usually something that I would say likely a permanent removal of a memory, but I'll consider. You're offering quite a few.
And if we need to renegotiate in general, it's something I'm willing to do.
Yes.
Not willing to give memories up entirely, honestly, but if we can find some other arrangement, I'm open to the possibility.
Or if you just need some more.
Yes.
Then...
Take my whole life. No.
Stabs you.
Terrible.
Yeah, you said take my whole life and just fucking kills you there. All right, your life is mine.
Yeah, be careful what you're promising Faye there.
Yeah.
Like a starting price. And I understand that it's not something you're willing to give, but just so you realize that it would be like give up a person, give up a skill, or give something like that to forget entirely for such a thing. But
For the tattoo?
yes, it's quite valuable.
I don't know, I believe that, but if we're wanting the armor, that's probably then even more.
Oh, the armor is one of the most valuable things in the shop right now. That's quite a bit.
Do we want to try to maybe just go all in for the armor then, rather than splitting into the tattoo and other stuff?
I'd be willing for that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Though it doesn't look like something I could wear if I tried. I.e., I do not have the mechanical capability of wearing
his
that
strength
armor.
score is too low to wear plate mail.
Yeah, you guys might just want the story.
No, yeah. It's something I don't think...
Like, I wouldn't mind getting stronger to be able to use it, because that would be amazing.
Given everything, I think it would be best to have that in the artifact room, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're willing to write the story, and if it's okay if we read the story, then maybe see about the armor.
Absolutely. You guys should get some rest anyway.
All right. So, yes, we can stop back by in the morning for once you finish that up. And,
Yes.
Thank you.
yes,
Of course.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your memories.
Bye.
So, yeah, exit Bob's shop.
Above board, there was a split moment that was super selfish of Rokain, of like, oh, you can just forget a person?
Oh, no.
We'll just forget Cursai.
Oh, no.
That way I don't feel guilty anymore.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
That
Super
was
selfish.
something.
That would be...
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up, but yeah, you forget so much happiness that also comes with him. Oh.
You don't forget the training, right? From that you learned.
No, just
You
like...
just wouldn't remember where you learned it.
I obviously had a
Somebody
trainer of
taught
some
me. Yeah.
sort. I had so many trainers growing up,
Yeah.
educators, tutors.
Like-
I was one of them.
In that case, would you have like the sense of you have forgotten somebody?
Yeah, it'd almost be like that weird, it'd be like that sensation when you see an actor in a movie that you've seen 100 other places, but you just can't
place them.
Yeah.
Like, it's the things on the tip of your tongue. You can't, it's there, but you don't know.
But your brain also does that thing of just making up excuses and explanations for things because it's just easier to
It was just
excuse
another,
it,
you know, trainer. Oh, this was just a random gift from a random somebody, like, you know.
Just imagine, though, you give up the memory of Kurt Sai, but you still have this, like, vague guilt that you can't place to anything.
It'd be gone. It'd be gone with him. It's fine.
We've established, despite claiming to be a tactician, Rokain doesn't think that far ahead in things.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all go out. Grolen and Dabo are having a conversation. That was just like, but yeah, no, I think, you know, if you're really interested in traveling the world, making a difference, this is a great job.
Are you trying to recruit a friend, Dabo?
Maybe.
I don't know, because you don't really get to choose where you go, but it also sounds like you don't really leave, because since you said you don't leave, really, Dabo.
Well, he says he doesn't leave when he knows they're in danger.
You know, yes, you'd be at the whim of the inn, but you'd really be making a difference. And Grolen's like, it doesn't sound horrible, but I'm not about to put in my application just yet, Dabo.
Maybe later on or something.
Perhaps.
But hey, here, I got this for you. Hands over the bow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's called Fail Not.
All right.
Really helps with aiming.
Yeah, thanks. That's...
It's got a scope on it. No.
Thank you. Really, you didn't have to.
You're welcome.
It's been a day. I think I want
To go to sleep.
I don't know if I'll be able to, but
But at least decompress a little.
yeah. Well, the inn's empty. You can all each have your own room if you want.
Thank you, Dabo.
Good.
Do we just choose, or do you...
Wherever you want.
Oh, okay.
And
Xelas isn't really tired. So, like, he's not itching to go to bed.
If Grolen kind of starts going off to find a room, I think Ygin will kind of catch up to him, though, and kind of reach and just put a hand on his shoulder. It's like, are you all right? Ignoring the whole inn part, I mean more the Quoran thing.
that was a lot.
A bit of a gut punch.
Yeah, are you...
I
mean, I'm sure you get it.
I do, yes. Seeing Jezzy's face was not what I expected. It's been, like I said, about a decade since I saw her.
It's a little more fresh for me.
I'm sorry.
Not newly fresh, but it still feels like that.
And when you get caught off guard by seeing someone who you know is supposed to be dead, it's
Yeah.
not a good feeling.
No, I appreciate that. I have to ask, what the fuck is going on again?
That is a more than fair question. And I think it will be best if we explain better after we've all had a good night's rest. Or at least a night's rest. But we can talk about it and explain it better in the morning. There's, as I'm sure you've gathered, more going on than just an odd infection in the animals.
You don't say.
I I said us. You probably gathered.
Kind of smiles, goes, thanks for checking on me.
Alright, he gives him like a clap on the back and
Nods and goes, if you need to talk.
I'll keep that in mind, and same goes for you.
Nods and
Then Ygin will let him amble to a room to crash it for the night.
and you turn to go to a different room, head downstairs.
Kind of pauses and looks down. Hello, Calmira. Kind of crouches down and offers his hand.
Yeah. Well, do that things cat do where it's like you don't even have to move your hand. She is using it to pet herself.
He will give gentle scritches, feeling, again, a little weird about it now, knowing that she is who she is, but thank you for sharing your story with us the last time we were here.
Purrs. Kinda heads off.
Just kind of watches her off before standing tall again and finding a room for himself.
And what does everyone else do? Do we go to bed? Xelas probably stays up for a bit.
Yeah, I think he stays downstairs talking to Dabo if Dabo's willing to talk.
Dabo is definitely willing to talk.
So Rokain only needs his limited amount of sleep.
His 4-hour trance.
Yeah, his 4-hour trance. So it's like I don't know if it's okay, I go do it now and then just get up early, or
Stay up later and then do it later,
stay up with that one.
Thanks.
He's weirdly on the fence if he wants to, like, be friends and understand, but he also just does not like you at points.
Is some of the dislike from Grolen carrying over to Xelas
I
now?
think partially, yeah. You just got him one of the magic items from the shop that was like, he's not going to be with us all this time, so, like...
That could have been useful for us, you dick, yeah.
Granted, like, he didn't want it, so, like, he's just being petty bitch.
Yeah.
As you do.
I mean, Xelas only traded things he had. He did not ask
I
you
know,
guys to
yeah.
go in on the short
and that's why I
bow.
wrote...
It's like, I'm mad because of the principle of the matter, but I can't actually be mad because you didn't take anything from us to do that, so...
Yeah. And again, Xelas is upset that they're saying Grolen is not a hero, so he wanted to get Grolen something because, as, you know, kind of faith of, I believe you are a hero, and I believe you are worthy of this stuff and to be here.
There was a step that you made, or like Rokain made, with trying to understand the magic bullshit of just being exhausted by casting his few magic spells that he did. And then is just back to being angry again.
Well, growth is not linear,
No.
so you don't completely turn over a new leaf all at once.
So I think, yeah, he'll go to bed and get up early instead of, you know, existing with you. Zealous.
Yeah. I think Xelas mostly wants to talk to Dabo about, like, other people who have come into the inn and stuff.
Yeah, you get some good stories about different people. Obviously, he hasn't been here as long as the inn's been around.
Yeah.
But, like, you hear some names that you recognize as legendary heroes that are long since passed, and then some names of people you haven't ever heard of. But you get a good amount of stories from Dabo.
Cool.
You know which legendary noble heroes were actually assholes.
Did Dabo say that, or is it just...
There's definitely one where Dabble's like, yeah, no, and, like, he was heroic, and he was nice. He was that kind of nice that was, like...
fake?
Pretense? But, like, too much, like, I'm nice, so reward me for being nice.
I hate that.
A lot of entitlement there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about that in the stories and everything.
No, nobody ever tells you that, like, oh yeah, he saved my village, but also he was kind of a dick. Like,
yeah, no, they're always just usually happy the village got saved.
exactly, which is fair.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't, him being a dick doesn't outweigh the good he did.
Yeah, but you get to see, you got to see a different side with him being here, because it's not like he's needing to perform the amazing deeds.
Exactly,
here.
and especially once he learned that the reason he could access the inn was because he was amazing.
Ooh, did he get worse?
It got worse.
Yeah.
That entitlement, it's like, oh, I am as good as I think I am. Like,
And then just feels like he's...
and here's the thing,
able to-
you guys are nice. You talk to me. You use my name. You treat me like a person.
People don't treat you like a person?
It's happened. It's especially when you get so used to it and you're told the secret of inn. Of that you're this mythical. It's like, oh, yeah, and here's this person that mans this mythical place, but...
I mean, hey, I bet you have some great stories, too, if you want to tell me some of those. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Maybe not all at once.
Okay.
But I've got some stories. From even before inn.
If you were offered a job here, I imagine you do.
But yeah, you have a nice talk with Dabo.
Mm-hmm.
You get plenty of whatever drink you'd like.
Something.
Hot cocoa, beer, whatever.
Probably something ale-like, but not so, like a very kind of like weaker stuff, because he's not wanting to be drunk all the time, but it was a easy thing to keep hydrated with while on the beach and stuff. You know, that isn't only water.
That's fair. But you all go to sleep eventually. Mm-hmm. Yay, sleep. Sleep is so nice.
No, sleep is not nice.
And could you all roll me a d12?
Maybe.
If I can remember the dwee. There we go. The dwee. Okay.
I rolled a 9.
I got a 2.
I got a 7.
Oh.
That's a good variety.
Good spread of numbers.
Yeah.
But yes, see ya.
We'll be back. We'll go over what the D12s are for when we get back from our break.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast without the support of our listeners. If you'd like to support us even more, you should head over to Patreon and check us out there at patreon.com/rollforfocuspodcast. You'll get all kinds of cool stuff like our hyper-focus episodes that release on our off weeks, where we talk about the episode and our thoughts and predictions about the future of the show, us playing games in and out of character. You can suggest an NPC or a magic item for Emery to give us in the world. There's some fun canon-adjacent shenanigans and backstory info you can find. And we have 2 mini-campaigns running. For patients and higher tiers, we have our first side tangent campaign called The Pilgrimage. Emery and I are running a Tales of the Valiant game where a beastkin war cleric of the trickster god Nakresh is on her very first official pilgrimage. What could go wrong? And Play to Your U tier gets our first off-topic campaign called Clean Slate. It's a quote-unquote blank sheet D&D campaign. What does that mean? You'll have to listen to find out. And we're enacting our very first Patreon stretch goal. When we get to 50 paid tier patrons, Emery is going to run a one-shot where we play a group of adventurers that run into the ancestors before they became the world-saving heroes we know now. Even more fun, patrons will be able to pitch character concepts we'll choose from to build our one-shot characters. You can join for as little as $1 a month, and every dollar we make goes right back into producing our podcast with the hopes we can improve and make it everything our listeners deserve. Thanks!
Welcome back. Otimus has something to tell you.
I got a white stone!
I got a black one. Again.
For being a little bitch over there.
Yeah.
Being a petty bitch, you got yours presumably for doing something nice for Grolen. I'm now in the middle again of not doing anything well enough one way or the other to get stones. I'm just a decent person checking in on another decent person who we just...
Be an asshole.
I don't want to be an asshole.
But yes, dreams.
Dream.
Yep, sorry.
We'll start with Rokain.
Oh, goody.
You rolled...
A 7.
Okay, Rokain.
Don't apologize.
Here's a question.
Okay.
What does Rokain imagine that Lucky looks like?
Honestly, he's felt like this is just an unassuming, tabaxi person.
However you've imagined Lucky is what stands in front of you now.
Like, just a normal person.
You know it's
Tabaxi. Yeah, a normal tabaxi. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing...
What is a normal tabaxi?
Yeah.
Like, is he a black cat? Is he an orange cat?
Is he a tabby?
I was thinking more of, like, just a gray and black, like, striped
Okay.
So
well,
cat.
So
but just
Tabby.
like, there's nothing special looking about them.
His tail is not especially fluffy. He is not overly strong.
yeah, but again, cats don't have a normal cat color.
Granted, he now knows what their armor looks like, so they're probably in the armor.
But yes, how you imagine Lucky is standing in front of you.
Great. At this point, it's just like a... He doesn't know if he wants to talk. Like, it's just like a... He's standing in front of it. He's not doing anything yet.
Hello, Rokain.
Oh. Hi.
I hope you don't mind. Is this form okay? It doesn't make you upset?
I don't really know them, but it makes sense now.
It was in your head.
Well, I know about them. I don't know... I've never met them.
You guys are really hard to reach right now.
Well, that's because we're in the inn.
You left? You're not going to help me?
No, we're technically... Magic bullshit. You know how stuff works.
Cocks head at you.
He's not. He's just like, you know how it works. Like, it's magic. Like, we're still technically in the cave.
Okay. Well, hurry up. It's getting worse.
Okay.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah.
And that's your dream.
He did not like the hurry up. He was like, don't fucking tell me what to do.
They don't understand what's going on.
I know, but like that's why he was just like he's like, hurry up. I was okay. It's like I can't. It's just like, oh hey, like damn.
Did you just get another little bit?
I did. I got another little
just
bitch
got another
token.
black token. For being
Yeah,
a
because
little
someone
bitch.
who's just honestly worried and imploring.
And doesn't understand, oh, you're resting right now because you're mortals and need that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. It's just the way that it was said. It hit him wrong. He didn't like it.
And Ygin, you rolled
A 2.
a 2. A lovely, lovely 2. Little Ygin.
Aw, little Ygin.
Hi again, Ygin.
Hello.
I hope this one's okay.
Yes.
I know
he's
you
all
said
right.
the other one was okay, but when I'll stick with that one if you want. But when you're dreaming, I just picked one.
No, that's all right. And my guide son is a fine appearance to take on.
Small smile. I thought you left, but Rokain told me you guys didn't leave.
No, safe place appeared in the caverns, and we are resting there for the evening.
It's good you're safe, but I'm not safe.
I know. And we're coming right back out in the morning. We just need to rest and reserve our strength so we're strong enough to fight off what's happening to you.
Cocks head a little, like clearly the concept of rest.
As mortals, we need to sleep. We need to regain our strength. So we just need a couple of hours to get back to fighting fit.
Okay, you're not leaving.
We're not leaving, you know. We still fully intend to help. We just need to rest.
You need to hurry with this, though.
I know. And we are doing our best. We are not going to take a minute longer than we need to here.
Okay. And because you've been very understanding with this being. Like, everyone has helped, but you've kind of been like the comforting dad.
As I do.
So, very awkwardly, like someone who has never given a hug before, but has clearly seen this as a gesture of
Affection and comfort, yeah. So yeah, he'll when little Ygin like starts to approach, and that confused face as they open their arms, he'll kind of crouch down and drag them into normal dad bear hug.
Xelas.
Yep.
You got
9.
9.
You also
So
need to look-
Born's in front of you.
Oh no!
Ouch.
It's your turn to feel the pain.
I felt the pain last time. I had Ruvan last time.
Different kind of pain.
Yeah, I think Xelas kind of seizes up for a moment. Surprise.
Is this not okay?
Somebody that hurt me a long time ago.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Oh, Quoran? Oh, no, I know you don't, Quoran. I just haven't seen them in a very long time.
I can change.
It's definitely one of those things, like, I don't want to ask, but if you could, that'd be nice. So he just kind of is hesitating.
Quan does not understand that.
Okay, well...
Like, you will need to tell Quoran, yes, change.
Quoran doesn't get basic, vague social cues, because they're not a person, they're a mountain.
That's a should, not a person, a mountain.
I don't identify as a person, I identify as a mountain.
No, I don't think he can get it out to ask. Like, do you need some? What? Are you okay?
I was just checking in. You guys were hard to reach. I didn't see you anymore. Or feel you.
Oh, we didn't think about that. I'm sorry. We went into this magical building that showed up where we can rest safely.
Ygin and Rokain are telling me that now.
Yeah, it's still in the mountain. When we come out, we'll be right back there where
Okay, you need to hurry.
Okay, is it getting worse?
It's getting worse.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure to hurry in the morning. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have to.
No. Ygin says mortals need to rest.
Yes, unfortunately, we don't have never-ending energy. So this helps us get our energy back, which means we'll be able to help you.
That's very inefficient.
I don't think we were designed to be efficient. I'm sorry.
How odd.
Shrugs.
But you all have nice dreams because you're on Corn's good side, and I rolled and Corn isn't so affected by the ichor that they're being nasty. You all wake up, and there has been paper slid under your door.
I assume the letters we were given earlier.
Yes.
Ygin will pick up his paperwork.
So will Xelas.
Will Rokain?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mars was writing.
I was. But yes, I did pick up my note.
It starts with a crash, like a big crazy boom of energy. Knocks our hero back, but some little wisp of a thing catches them and gives a wink. You good luck, the wisp says, as they pat down our hero. Hero nods and wisp smiles. A tiny man runs up. He's got a big cut on his cheek, bleeding bad. Hero reaches out, energy comes out, and the big cut heals. Tiny pushes Hero's hands away. Don't waste that on such small shit, he says, all grumpy like, but you can tell he's touched by the act. It's a nice moment, to be honest. Then another big boom comes, and the three friends? Question mark? Probably friends. They act like friends. Look to the distance. Where's the others? Hero asks, moving away from Wisp and Tiny. Then it goes all blurry, and the scene changes. Lots of fighting, loud noises, big crashes, magic, swords, a weird dog, more magic. Hero uses the cool-ass weapon to deflect on a hit with a lady with a serious scowl, who gives a nod. We have to get to the center, Scowl says. This won't stop till we make him stop. Hero frowns. Do you think we should? No! Scowl barks. We said we don't use it anymore, so we don't. But people are dying, Zuna, Hero says. Not for long, Scowl assures, and runs off with a determined scowl now. It's still serious, though. Scene changes again. Hero is beat up, but not as much as the lady leaning against them. She looks like she's usually pretty glamorous, but she's got blood all over a real nice outfit. This is gonna be a hell of a story, eh, Lucky? Glam says with a bloody smile. Might have to change a few details, though. Hero heals Glam up, but she still looks weak. Hero frowns. I don't have much left, but save it. I'm good. Never been one for fighting, but I helped. Now you heroes finish the job, and I'll look after you guys and tell your story like I always do. Glam pats Hero's cheeks. Gets their fur all bloody. He doesn't seem to mind. Scene change. More fighting, more blood, more magic. Hero's got 3 monster things surrounding him. He's back to back with a lady who holds fire in her hands. Fire nods to Hero. You go. I've got this. Hero doesn't like this one bit. Shakes his head real hard. No, I'm with you. She went ahead. She can't do this alone, Fire says. And you can't do this alone. Hero's crying now. His heart's tearing in two. Fire gives a smile. I'm calling in that life debt, Luck. Go. Now. Scene changes. More booms. More magic. Hero is by a tall purplish lady with angry eyes. Both of them are exhausted, but the evil prick is in front of them. This is it. It's now or never. Hero digs deep, and so does Purple. It's not enough. Hero on the floor, barely holding on, reaches over and gives the last they have to bring Purple back up. Purple stands. I'm ending this, she says. We've been holding back this fight and it's cost lives. I'm done. Purple looks at Hero, and after a bit, Hero nods. Do it, he stands. I'm with you, always. Purple gives a grim smile, and then she, explodes? A weird black explosion, and heads for Evil Prick, as this weird inky ball of death. Hero reaches out to something he'd been locking away, too, and something lashes out of them. It's blurry again. No, it's dark. It's blurry but dark. It's weird is what it is. Not the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but weird. Real weird. Then everything's back to normal. Purple and Hero walk out. Everyone's there. Tiny, Scowl, Wisp, Glam, and Fire. Hurt but alive. And running towards the others hugging. You did it, Wisp Poots. You fucking did it. Tiny and Purple are holding each other tight. Tiny might be crying. How did you manage to take him down? Wisp asks. It's a long story, Hero says. He feels guilty, wants to be honest, but knows the reactions won't be great. They'll tell them later. Let everyone celebrate first. Scowl is eyeing Hero. She might know they're not saying all he should be saying, but Hero looks away and laughs at a joke Glam makes about how this will be her best book yet. And for now, the hero is happy.
There's also a myriad of doodles around of Wisp, Tiny, Scowl, Fire, Glam, Purple, Hero, Evil Prick, weird stuff, what's supposed to be a dog going woof, Hero plus Purple getting Evil Prick.
It shows the hero stick figure shooting some kind of squiggle line
at Evil Prick, and behind them is weird black explosion of
scribble.
Weird inky ball of death. That's the wording.
Yeah, there you go.
Of Purple being the weird inky ball of death, and then the full party in the end.
Saying, yay, they won.
And then saying the end.
Wild.
I think Ygin reads this over and just kind of slow blinks at it for a minute, nods to himself, folds it up, and tucks it into the bag of holding before leaving his room.
Rokain's just yep, that was a story, all right. And just would fold it up and put it in his coat, shirt.
Yes, there's a lot of implications there of, they used the Icor to finally defeat this dude, and clearly the party had agreed, we don't use the Icor anymore. But desperate times and measures and all that.
Yeah. I think Xelas takes the longest probably to chip through this. Hopefully not too much longer than everybody else, but yeah, he's gonna... I think a lot of it, too, is not just rereading because he's not understanding, it's just rereading because of, holy shit, what he's written down, the story and everything, what it's revealing. But yeah, he'll eventually fold it up and put it in his bag as well, to then head out downstairs.
See if Dabo's got coffee going.
Yeah.
Ygin will take a cup of that.
Well, if you remember, there's a different person for the day shift.
Oh, right. Yes.
A lady halfling.
A lady halfling. Whom we never got her name.
Yeah, as Xelas comes down and sees her, he's gonna be like, oh, we didn't get your name last time.
Oh, I'm Wendy.
Wendy?
Mm-hmm. Good to meet you, Wendy.
Is there coffee again?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Did you guys get some paper this morning?
Presumably from Bob, yes.
Okay, alright, okay.
With Lucky's story.
Yeah, and some pictures by Bob.
And some Bob original illustrations, yes.
And some concerning stuff.
Lots of concerning stuff, yes.
Did you get it, to Rokain?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Is Grolen down here yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I was just curious. Then I think he will kind of look between the two, and as important as this is, I did tell Grolen we would explain more of what's going on this morning.
I think that's
he
fair.
deserves to know at this point.
Yes. This is not something I think we should keep
No.
from him. No.
We may not.
Gestures around, not with this happening.
There's probably that look on Rokain's face of just again of just like I don't want to talk, like I don't want to share information with him. And then there's just a stop of that's fair.
I do we want to tell him about Caxus? Leave that out. I know we won't mention where the island is.
We're not going to mention where we stay. I don't see the harm in telling him about Caxus and going more in depth on the Caxus kind of senses where this is, and that's why we showed up here to begin with.
Yeah, I think it'd be more confusing to try to leave it out because it's
vague. Vague's what he's already gotten, and that he deserves to know more at this point. And the more informed he is, the better he can help fight against it as well.
Again, I think the more people that know what's happening with the Icor is better, because then they can be
more prepared
for
what they're facing.
Might not be able to help as much, but at least they know.
Ygin just takes a really long drink of his coffee.
Yeah.
Doesn't care that it's a little too hot. Oh, and I saw Calmira last night on my way to her room.
Oh, how was she?
She stopped by to say hi, effectively.
How was she?
She seemed fine.
Oh, that's good.
Made me pet her. Which I still feel a little weird about, but...
Yeah.
But she instigated it, so...
Yeah, I didn't see her, but I did stay up talking to Dabo for a while. He told me about some of the other people who've been here to inn and everything. Lots of names I knew and lots I didn't, actually. Yeah, he's sipping on his coffee, too, and just
kind of getting ready for the day.
Letting his brain ping-pong around, basically, over story, over what we need to tell Grolen, over what... he's like, Quoran visited me last night, and the dream began.
They visited me last night as well.
Oh, they...
Same.
Oh, okay, well, I imagine, did they tell you guys that
it's getting worse and we need to hurry?
Yeah.
Yes. I let them know we weren't going to take a minute longer than we needed to, that we did take this seriously. We just unfortunately needed to rest.
Yeah, I pretty much said the same thing, and then they said that doesn't make sense, and I'm like, that's mortals, yep.
Unfortunately, yes. But we can fill Grolen in on everything, touch base with Bob, at least thank him for the story, and then see if we want to go in on... See what else is in his shop, and see if we want to go in on the armor, and then we can make a way out again.
I mean, this story is actually more than what I thought it was going to be, so...
Oh, absolutely.
If we can't get the armor right now...
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, this is a lot of good information here.
Yeah.
But maybe if we can ask Bob to hold it, I don't know if other people are going to show up, but...
See if there's a way to keep it.
Reserve it, maybe?
Yes.
Put some down payment?
Are you still wanting to get the tattoo gun thing?
I would like it, but it's not. It's something I can live without. It would just be helpful, like the amulet is helpful.
But yeah, are you now attuned to the amulet? Since you had a long rest with it?
He didn't put it on. He put it in his bag because they hadn't really decided who got it. He was just holding on to it for now. So no, he's not attuned to the amulet of health. You all right, Rokain?
I'm fine. There is that lost in thought look in his face.
Doesn't really look like you're fine.
To be fair, we have gotten a lot of information in a very short amount of time, but,
yeah. But
it's a lot to process.
If you're thinking something, though...
We know this is a more or less safe place to talk.
Maybe we can help, too.
It has... He gets a little snippy at that. It has nothing to do with the story or anything that's going on here.
Well, I mean,
if there's something bothering you
on your mind, we're still here to talk if you want. We are teammates, at the very least, if not friends.
Stop. Because it's partially the fucking story that fucked with him even more.
But if you're not up for talking about it yet, that's also fine. Just know we are here if you want to.
Just nods along. He's not going to talk about it right now.
No, that's fine. I think since Ygin just does his usual, kind of gives you a little clap on the shoulder, since that's his thing, and then just lets the subject drop.
Yeah.
Give this Cody.
I get a white stone.
Are we planning to go back into Bob's shop?
I would at least like to thank him for the story, yes.
I think we should talk to Grolen first.
Yes.
I mean,
When he comes down, yes.
If
Alternatively, should one of us go check on Grolen?
I'd hate to interrupt if he's sleeping.
No, yes, but
He deserves to get as much sleep as we can give him.
if you guys want to go check on him or wait for him, I'm gonna head into the shop.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm sure we'll go in there in just a moment, but tell Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
And off he walks. to
neither
the
of them are stopping him from going into Bob's Emporium alone.
I mean, if you follow him, it's not
Alright.
a big deal. It's just he doesn't want to wait around for Grolen. And
which is fair.
Xelas wants to give Grolen just a little bit longer before saying, maybe we have time to go into Bob's shop and
Yeah.
do that stuff.
It's one of those Ygin wants to at least like finish his coffee and like finish waking up sort of thing.
Yeah. It's also like, if Egan's promised Grolen answers, I don't want to be in the store where he can't go either.
No,
Yeah.
So,
Was there anything that Xelas was looking at in there?
the bow.
The bow, but you got
But not
that.
for yourself.
Not for
No.
yourself. Okay.
No, I don't think there was really anything in there that Xelas was particularly drawn to for himself.
I know, knowing Mars, there is now something in the shop that I'm sure Rokain will be very interested in.
I have not looked at it yet.
There
'cause
is
I have
now
not
a
gone in.
headband of intellect in there. That makes your intelligence a 19.
Mm-hmm. And obviously that's more important than his constitution being a 19 for the fighter.
I mean, he wouldn't mind both. Yeah, no, I had not looked at the shop since I had not gone in there yet.
No, that's fair. But now, since you're going in there, there are 2 new items in there since we took 2 items out of there.
Yeah, and the armor, of course, just because it's Lucky's armor.
It's Lucky,
But
so it'd be
again,
good
not
to
for him to use.
Have that at least in the bunker in our ownership.
Yeah, if nothing else, Caxus would really appreciate it.
Exactly. Speaking of, that's something else Ygin needs to do is check in with Caxus
How?
with our 5-minute sending stone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about those.
Which, you know what? No, you know Caxus well enough. If the implications of the story you just read are true, Caxus will not take it well. That it is implied in here that the heroes used
Icor to fight whatever this big bad was. Yeah.
I was
Yes.
not thinking you were going to inform him of that over the sending stone.
Probably not over the sending stone, but just like here's where we are, here's what's going on. We found more information
About Lucky and the hero.
about Lucky and the heroes.
That we'll share when we get back.
We're still alive. We're healing a mountain that is also alive. Like kind of just those heartbeats, yeah, not going, oh my god, Icor, like.
Okay. Just, yeah, you know without even really thinking
just
too
like-
hard on it.
We need to talk about that face to face. He's gonna panic, and
Yeah.
one of us should be there for that. So I'm not gonna fully elaborate on that yet.
Might, break his whole world view or something.
That Icor is bad, and we're fighting against it.
The shit Xelas has been saying. Like, maybe this is bad. They shouldn't be doing this. But,
But desperate times and measures and all that.
But, yeah,
and
no.
now, and then if Icor's not the bad guy, because we don't know who Evil Prick was, we just know he's Evil Prick. We don't know if he was also Icor. There was no mention of him also using weird black stuff.
Yep, we really don't know what.
We don't know what the fuck's going
Yep,
on.
No. But, yeah, no, Xelas was definitely not thinking Ygin was going to tell the story to Caxus
no.
over the stone.
Especially because you don't know when this happened. This could be well before the Icor was a
Yeah,
threat.
this could just be some random evil prick that the party was fighting against.
I don't know.
like a big one, obviously.
Yeah, what? Like, they're saving the world from something, just it might not be Icor yet.
Hey there, Rokain.
Hi. Thanks for writing those out and putting them under our doors.
Yeah, I asked Dabble to put them. I don't really leave the store.
Yeah, that's understandable. There's a lot of information, a lot of stuff to understand. But I was wondering, and he's gonna walk over because, well, no, he has everything on his
They're all in like
in
display
displays.
cases.
Yeah. So he'll walk over to it. I'm assuming they're all still out and about.
Yeah.
They are. And we'll go over and point to the life well tattoo and be like, what exactly would I need to trade to get that?
Well, I know your friend was offering some very sentimental memories, and those are good, but I need quite a few of those if it's not a permanent thing. Like I said, my base price thought for that was a memory of a person, a few words, maybe, and, memory of gaining some of your abilities, something like that. And it would be permanent. Not that I'm unwilling to work with Ygin, but...
And Xelas had offered memories as well with that.
Okay, so I don't exactly know how to offer this in-game, but if I were to give 3 of my con...
Stop tanking your con fighter!
I'm going to ask for the amulet of... Because that gives you a 19 con, right? Yeah. So that's going to be kind of like the trade-off.
Until we go into an anti-magic something or other, but anyway.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe that's not the best. Maybe 1 con and 1 intelligence. And I don't want to get rid of it. And 1 charisma. So that's why it's still 3 points. But
Does it have to be 3 points?
That's just
what
amount
I was
he's at
originally
right
doing.
now.
Yeah. And it doesn't do anything to me because it just drops me to like 12 and 16 and
All the even numbers, yeah.
And not giving the memory completely, but sharing the memory of the most important thing he has and owns would be his dragon gemstone thing. Just the memory. He's not giving up the gemstone or the stone statue, or he's not giving up the memory completely, but sharing it with him just to get that so far.
So some of your
ability
that will be permanent, and a not permanent memory. Yeah, that I can take that for the tattoo.
Okay, he is willing to do that then.
Does it have to be all 3 of the abilities?
That's what Rokain offered.
I don't know if, because he's not really good at saying like that's like
Bob bargains up, not down for his own shit.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah, you give a good offer. Like he's not ripping you off. It's not like but it's just that's what you're offering. That's what you think it's worth, and I think that's a fair deal. If you wanted to go, actually, could I keep the charisma? Not saying that wouldn't work, but it's just like
use my charisma to keep my charisma. But no, he's willing to do that because he's trying to be better.
Trying to be nice to the person that's trying to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, I got a white stone.
White stone. He's being altruistic.
I'm just saying, there's a new note in my thought process book that fucked with him last night, and then the dream of Lucky, and then the notes fucked with him even more after I wrote down that note.
What's the note?
I will read it. Why am I so angry?
Oh.
Xelas, Caxus, and Ygin, they're only trying to help. Everything has changed. If I went home, will I still be myself, or would I be myself again? Or would I have changed? Or have I changed? If so, who am I? Do I like this new person? I hate this. I hate me. Why do I feel this?
Aww. Rokain, buddy.
Obviously, Rokain should have been keeping a diary long before now just to write some of this shit down.
Oh, I got two more white stones and a black one.
Oh. Damn.
So
Mars
that's what he was thinking about this entire time, and he doesn't want to talk about it because he just hates this entire thing.
And this is why I say share your thoughts.
Yeah, that's why I started writing them down too, because I do want to go back and fully write out the whole thought process.
Make a proper diary entry, effectively.
You're raking in the stones this session.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ, it's almost full. But so he's trying to take that step better. That's why I asked if you had an eye out for anything specifically for Xelas. It's because he wanted to try to trade for something for that, but
yeah, Xelas did not express any interest in anything except the bow, which he gave to Grolen, but he offered his own memories to help you guys get other items if you wanted them.
But yes, Bob extends a hand.
he'll offer his right hand. Apparently, that's the hand that he shakes for deals. I don't think they're shaking, but
But it's the equivalent of that. You shake, and in that touch, you get that stuff taken
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, you feel a little less charismatic,
less intelligent.
a little less intelligent, a little less hardy, and you forget some of your training. Not all of it, but like just like a point's worth of like your book studying.
Yeah.
And, you know.
You actually have to go reread a chapter in a book for once. What?
Yeah.
But you lose memories connected with those abilities and gaining that and stuff.
And he is going to put that in his bag for now.
And then you also share the memory of the statue. You have the same effect of it gets fuzzy for a minute, and then
I think there's that split moment of worry, like he's losing it.
yeah.
So like
has
there's
the
that like
same
that
thing.
pullback.
But yeah, you get the tattoo.
Or the tattoo needle, technically.
Yeah. And he's gonna put that in his bag for now. There's a time and place that he needs to explain more.
Anything else, okay?
I mean there are other things here, but I don't think I really have the stuff to trade for that.
Fair enough. Have a great day.
Okay.
See you when I see ya.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And while Rokain was in there, Grolen did come down.
Ygin just kind of like gives him a nod. Morning.
Morning.
How'd you sleep?
I've had better.
Did Quoran stop by?
Yes.
Same with all of us as well.
They just wanted to make sure we didn't leave and was still going to help
Yes.
them.
And was letting us know we need to hurry, so. But Ygin said he's promised that we will tell you everything.
But if you want coffee and to sit down, we can kind of explain more.
I'd appreciate that.
Xelas will go get him some coffee.
Kind of all sit down and I assume there's more normal like waiting room chairs effectively in the front.
Yeah.
Just kind of pull a couple together to sit down.
If he wants any cream or sugar or whatever else, he will put that in there and bring it back and offer it to him.
So,
I feel like we just start at the beginning of getting abducted, basically.
I'm sorry, what?
Drink some of your coffee. It's going to be a little long.
Somewhere Caxus is offended, but anyway. Yes. We can just start from the beginning as probably for the best.
Yeah. Because we still don't know everything either.
No, we're figuring it out as we go along as well.
But yes, as
Insert
Cody has said, summary!
Prologue to now here.
With
minus where we stay past it's a safe place only we have access to. Just some of the rough and dirty Icor explanation.
This is what we've seen it do before.
Back to the caveat Ygin always includes, even if the ancient evil part is bullshit, this is something important that for some reason we have been chosen to help fight.
Yeah, Grolen just is surprisingly silent through it all.
No, that makes sense. Very, very, Judy Geller, that's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how we ended up here, because this is where Caxus said he was sensing some, and
We were worried about the proliferation of all of the creatures.
what was causing that, because we're trying to stop the spread as much as possible, and we don't need something spreading it. And it sounds like really it was a good thing we came here first with helping Quoran, 'cause I don't know how much longer they have.
They say it's getting worse, so yes, if we had put this off, who knows the state things would be in by now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your time to process that. It's a lot.
I'm gonna go get more coffee.
That's fair.
Kind of goes off and...
It's like we need to check in with Bob and Rokain, so take your time. if you have more questions, we can answer them before we head out.
But you also send an update to Caxus.
Yes. Again, not going through the full story we got from Bob. Just, hey, mission's going. Mountain is infected. We're trying to stop that. We learned more about Lucky. Fill you in on the details when we get home, bud.
Don't freak out.
Also, Inn appears whenever we need it, apparently.
Yeah, you get a stay safe, keep me updated, tell me if I can do anything on my end, and then asking if you're planning to stop in between here and Abu, if you're heading straight to somewhere else.
We don't know yet. We need to finish the mission here before we make that decision.
And then as you head to Bob's shop, Rokain comes out.
Do I just bump into them, or is it just like,
I imagine it's one of those we open the door and you're standing on the other side.
Oh.
I'm getting flashbacks to when we met.
Yeah.
Is everything all
I
right?
mean, I didn't run into you this time.
No, and you weren't banging on the door either.
Nope. It's not locked.
Thank goodness.
Why are you both
physically
why
uncomfortable?
is all of this so awkward this morning?
I was fine. He had the weird reaction.
Rokain, do you want to stay here with us, or do you want to step out while Xelas and I check in?
I mean, I'm fine staying. It's not a big deal.
All right.
Grolen came down. We have given him the story and everything, too. He's processing.
Caught up in processing, yes.
I needn't bother him then. That would be weird.
Well, you don't have to bother him. If you can both exist in the waiting room without bothering each other. But whatever you want to do, it's all right.
Just like, that would be awkward. Existing near the person
That you are weirdly scornful towards.
Yeah.
So kind of like gently encourages Rokain to back the fuck up so we can
obviously, yeah, move out of the way.
We are ending where we began back in Bob's shop.
Woo!
I'll get you out of here eventually, jeez.
It's just a little bit of a shopping episode and lore dump episode for our 1-year anniversary. Woo! Woo!
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yay!
All right, thank you so much. As usual, all the items that were in Bob's shop, if they are not canonical items, including the new horn of Mystical Mist, which we did not get into, but the source will be down in the description, as always.
Yee.
Thanks, everyone. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did playing, and remember...
Play to your you. Bye.
Why do I hate myself?
Bye-bye! Haha, I did it this time!
Hey guys, if you haven't heard yet, we have a merch store now. It's got all kinds of cool stuff like character shirts for each of the boys, our Ouroboros logo, the Ouroboros logo with all the boys, and that one can come on a jacket too. If you want to rep our sage wisdom of play to your you can get that on a shirt or a jacket, and our Roll for Focus pill bottle logo on a shirt or a mug. And we have so many ideas for the future too. So if you want to support us some more and get some cool swag, go to ttrpgswag.com/pages/rollforfocus and check it all out. 50% of all profits go straight to us, while the other 50% go to TTRPG Swag for hosting and helping. Thanks! Thank you for listening to this episode of Roll for Focus from Campaign 1 Ouroboros. If you enjoyed it, please rate and review us wherever you listen, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and TikTok at Roll for Focus. Episodes are edited and transcribed by the Roll for Focus team. Character art is by Miejik, also known as Fiesta TB. She can be found at linktree/Miejik, that's MEDEKH. Intro and outro music is The Last Dragon by Alex Bess. Background music is by Christopher Gallivan. If you want to do more to support us, for as little as $1 a month, you can join our Patreon. That's patreon.com/rollforfocuspodcast. Get exclusive looks at character sheets, ad-free and early access to episodes, monthly extra content ranging from character backstories to games in and out of character to one-shots, shoutouts at the end of the episodes, and anything else we think would be fun.
Hey, everyone. Thank you all so much for all the support you give. We especially want to thank our patrons, like those who have found enlightenment and know that it's best to play to your you, like Luchik and MN House of Cats. Thank you guys so much. We couldn't do this without you. Oh, fierce. You're fierce. We did not say fierce. Fierce is a good... Again, please.
Are we recording?
Yes, we are recording.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that's Ygin taunting war.
Sound like Simba when he was trying to roar.
That's what I was channeling. My Simba roar.
I'm working on my